Thailand is more than meets the eye. Within its vibrant heart lie secrets that defy our understanding. Lost to time, swallowed by nature, they lie in wait, remnants of forgotten worlds. Are you ready to find out the ancient secrets of Thailand? Join me as we uncover Thailand's hidden history, a journey of awe and discovery. Let's explore extraordinary ruins that time almost forgot. These aren't just stones. Within these weathered walls and crumbling towers, civilizations thrived, mysteries were born, and empires rose and fell. Come with me and let's awaken the echoes of Thailand's incredible past. Ancient Ruin 1, Ayutthaya. Founded over 600 years ago, Ayutthaya was once the glorious capital of a vast kingdom. It was a crossroads of culture and commerce. Its grandeur rivaled the greatest cities of Europe, but time and war have left their mark. Ayutthaya flourished for 4 centuries, a golden era in Thai history. Yet its fall was as swift as its rise. Today, these haunting ruins tell of both its former splendor and its tragic demise. Imagine bustling markets where traders from as far as China and Portugal mingled, canals teeming with boats, palaces adorned in gold. Ayutthaya's wealth and power were legendary. Skilled artisans, architects, and scholars thrived under royal patronage. But Ayutthaya's strategic position also made it a target. In the 18th century, Burmese invaders laid siege to the city. Amidst the fires and destruction, countless treasures and records were lost. Though weathered, Ayutthaya's beauty remains. Observe the blend of Thai, Khmer, and Sri Lankan influences. Evidence of cultural exchange at its peak. The iconic leaning prang of Wat Chai Watanaram stands tall against the setting sun, a majestic silhouette against the crimson sky. Ayutthaya is best savored with time and a touch of imagination. Go for a sunrise visit to beat the crowds, or come at dusk, as the ruins are bathed in an ethereal glow. Hire a bicycle to explore at your own pace, or take a leisurely boat ride on the river and admire the city from a different perspective. Ancient Ruin 2, Sukhothai Historical Park. Journey back to Thailand's golden age, to the first capital of the Siamese kingdom. Welcome to Sukhothai, a name that translates to the dawn of happiness. In the 13th century, Thai warriors cast off Khmer rule, giving rise to Sukhothai as an independent kingdom. This fertile river plain became the heart of a thriving civilization. Sukhothai's kings were benevolent, fostering art, spirituality, and innovation. It's here that distinctive Thai architecture, writing, and traditions blossomed. Unlike Angkor Wat's imposing grandeur, Sukhothai embodies elegance and serenity. Its temple complexes possess a graceful harmony with the natural surroundings. Let's begin at Wat Mahathat, the spiritual heart of the kingdom. Its central prang reaching towards the sky is an iconic symbol of Sukhothai. Within Wat Sichum lies a colossal seated Buddha, its fingers tipped in shimmering gold leaf. The serene expression offers a glimpse of Thai Buddhist devotion. Wat Saphon Hin is a pilgrimage destination. Follow the stone path uphill towards a standing Buddha, offering panoramic views of the plain where Sukhothai once flourished. Sukhothai Historical Park invites unhurried exploration. Rent a bicycle and lose yourself among the shaded temple complexes. Sunrise or sunset casts a particularly magical light. Visit museums within the park to see exquisite artifacts recovered from the ruins. Sukhothai isn't just a frozen moment in time, it's a living town with a modern heart. Stay overnight to experience the warmth of rural Thai hospitality. Ancient Ruin 3, Phimai Historical Park. Deep in Thailand's heartland is an echo of a vanished empire. Welcome to Phimai, a testament to the mighty Khmer, whose influence once stretched across Southeast Asia. Centuries before Sukhothai, the Khmer held sway over much of the region. Phimai was one of their key outposts, a vital link on the ancient highway to Angkor. Built between the 11th and 12th centuries, Phimai mirrors the architectural grandeur of Angkor Wat, though on a more intimate scale. It predates its famous cousin, making it one of the oldest Khmer sites in Thailand. Originally a Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva, it was later adapted for Buddhist worship. This blend of faith speaks of the fluidity of history in the region. Let's step into the central sanctuary, the heart of Phimai. Notice the imposing towers and carved lintels depicting scenes from Hindu mythology such as fierce battles and dancing figures. Notice the eastward orientation, unlike Thai temples. Khmer temples faced the rising sun, connecting them symbolically to Angkor and the seat of the empire. Surrounding the sanctuary are galleries, courtyards, and smaller shrines. Observe the intricate bas-reliefs that tell stories, guiding the devotee's journey. Phimai holds many mysteries. Who were the artists who carved these stones? What rituals unfolded in these echoing halls? Archaeologists piece together the park's complex religious evolution. Over time, Phimai's power waned. It became a quiet Buddhist monastery, then fell into slumber, slowly overgrown by the surrounding countryside. It wasn't until the early 20th century that Phimai was rediscovered and its worth was recognized. Extensive restorations have unveiled its former splendor. Phimai is best experienced with a sense of discovery. Allocate ample time to appreciate its intricate beauty and its links to the Angkorian legacy. Visit the Phimai National Museum to view sculptures and artifacts unearthed from the site. Though not as grand as Angkor, Phimai is a testament to the spread of empires, the coexistence of faiths, and the enduring power of ancient art in the Thai landscape. Ancient Ruin 4, Phanom Rung. Phanom Rung is hidden in northeastern Thailand. It was constructed between the 10th and 13th centuries by Khmer rulers. It's a masterpiece of sacred geometry and astronomical knowledge. The main sanctuary is aligned perfectly with the rising sun during the spring and autumn equinoxes. During these times, the first rays of dawn pierce the 15 doorways, symbolizing divine blessings upon the kingdom. Although built by Hindu Khmer kings, Phanom Rung reflects the complex religious tapestry of the region. The main deities honored here are expressions of Shiva, a testament to the Hindu influence within the Khmer Empire. Over time, as Buddhism rose in prominence, Phanom Rung adapted. Images of the Buddha and Laterite editions showcase this fascinating religious evolution within the temple complex. Phanom Rung wasn't just a place of worship, it was a regional powerhouse. Its hilltop position commanded key trade routes linking the Khmer heartland to the Korat Plateau. This temple complex is a testament to Khmer engineering prowess. Imagine transporting thousands of sandstone bricks up a volcano to achieve such architectural perfection. Unlike the jungle-clad temples of Angkor, Phanom Rung has been meticulously restored. This lets you appreciate the full scale and grandeur of Khmer design. Set aside several hours to explore the sprawling complex and its serene surroundings. Visit the excellent on-site museum for deeper insights into the history and symbolism of this remarkable site. Though the Khmer Empire receded centuries ago, Phanom Rung retains its mystique. Ancient Ruin 5, Wiang Kum Kam. Hidden beneath the rice fields and suburban hum of modern Chiang Mai lies a secret. It's the Wiang Kum Kam, the submerged capital of a lost kingdom. Once a thriving center of power, it now slumbers beneath the earth. Wiang Kum Kam's story begins in the 13th century, founded by the legendary King Mangrai. Before he built Chiang Mai, this was the heart of the Lana kingdom, flourishing on the banks of the Ping River. Unlike grand stone temples, Wiang Kum Kam was a city of wood and teak. Palaces, markets, and homes filled the walled city. Canals crisscrossed the landscape, a testament to the Lana people's skill in water management. But rivers are fickle allies. Chronic flooding plagued Wiang Kum Kam. After centuries of struggle, King Mengrai made a fateful decision. He abandoned the waterlogged city and established the new, more defensible capital of Chiang Mai. Gradually, Wiang Kum Kam vanished. Silt covered its streets, homes crumbled, and the jungle slowly crept back in. For centuries, it was known only in legends, a whisper of a forgotten capital. It wasn't until the 1980s that modern archaeology rediscovered Wiang Kum Kam. Excavations painstakingly unearthed the foundations of temples, city gates, and fragments of everyday life. Unlike the grandeur of Angkor or Sukhothai, Wiang Kum Kam offers an intimate view of the past. Here, you can almost hear the footsteps of artisans, the chanting of monks, and the bustle of a thriving riverside city. As you wander the excavated ruins, observe the blend of Lanna, Burmese, and Hari Phunchai influences. Wiang Kum Kam is a unique archaeological treasure. Though its prime has long passed, Wiang Kum Kam offers a poignant journey of discovery. Ancient Ruin 6, Phra Prang Sam Yot. Phra Prang Sam Yot is a mysterious and otherworldly temple in Thailand. Built in the 13th century during the Khmer reign, these three prangs stand as a symbol of shifting power and religious beliefs. Their design is a fusion of Khmer artistry and the Hindu cosmology they revered. The term prang is derived from the Khmer word for tower, and these three laterite structures soar upwards with otherworldly grace. They represent the Hindu trinity: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, the creator, preserver, and destroyer. Observe the intricate carvings that adorn the prangs. Scenes from Hindu epics unfold across the stone like celestial dancers, warriors, mythical creatures locked in eternal battles. Notice the subtle changes in style between the prangs. Historians believe they were built in phases, reflecting the shifting artistic preferences of different Khmer rulers. But Phra Prang Sam Yot's story doesn't end with the Khmer. When the Ayutthaya kingdom rose, King Narai in the 17th century transformed it into a Buddhist monastery. He added new structures, including the elegant Vaiharn assembly hall that stands before the prangs. This blend of Hindu and Buddhist architecture is a fascinating testament to Thailand's long history of religious tolerance and adaptation. Centuries of neglect took their toll on Phra Prang Sam Yot. Much of its former glory had faded until restoration efforts began in the early 20th century. The temple has a curious charm, even in its partially restored state. Phra Prang Sam Yot isn't merely a relic of the past. It's a testament to Lopburi's rich history, a place where Hindu gods met Buddhist serenity, and Khmer artistry left its enduring mark on the Thai landscape. Ancient Ruin 7, Wat Phra That Doi Suthep. Wat Phra That Doi Suthep, one of Thailand's most revered temples. Legend shrouds its founding in the 14th century. It's said a monk carried a relic of the Buddha himself, which miraculously split into two. One piece was enshrined at another temple, while the second was placed upon the back of a sacred white elephant. They say the elephant wandered until it climbed Doi Suthep, trumpeted 3 times, and lay down peacefully, marking the spot for the temple's construction. Though a beautiful myth, the temple's origins likely stem from a powerful Lana king seeking to legitimize his rule with Buddhist patronage. The journey to Doi Suthep is a pilgrimage in itself. Ascend the 300+ steps of the Naga Serpent Staircase, or for a more modern experience, take the cable car that glides up the lush mountainside. Upon reaching the temple summit, you're greeted by a dazzling sight: the central Chedi, entirely covered in shimmering gold leaf. Surrounding the Chedi is a series of courtyards, shrines, and cloisters. Intricate murals depict the life of the Buddha, while statues of deities and mythical creatures stand guard over the sacred space. Wat Phra That Doi Suthep is not just about the beauty of its architecture. It's a living, breathing temple. Observe the monks in saffron robes, the offerings of flowers and incense, and the whispered prayers. Take time to wander the temple grounds. Find quiet corners adorned with vibrant spirit houses, admire the panoramic views of Chiang Mai stretching into the distance, or explore the surrounding forest trails. Doi Suthep's sacred power draws not just pilgrims but locals who come for blessings, to make merit, or simply to bask in the serene atmosphere. Join them in lighting a candle or tying a wish string around your wrist. Wat Phra That Doi Suthep is a living testament to the enduring power of Buddhism in Thailand. Ancient Ruin 8, Wat Phra That Lampang Luang. If you're into temples hidden in the northern Thai countryside, this one's for you. Wat Phra That Lampang Luang is a true gem, and way less touristy than the Chiang Mai crowd pleasers. I love how it feels like you're discovering it for yourself. It's one of the oldest and most complete examples of Lanna architecture. A whole different style from the classic Ayutthaya or Sukhothai temples you might be used to. They say a strand of the Buddha's hair is enshrined here, hence the name. So for Buddhists, it's a major pilgrimage site. But even if you're not religious, the craftsmanship alone will blow you away. It's built mostly with wood, which gives it such a warm, inviting feel compared to the stone ones. Don't rush through the entrance, take a moment at the gate and admire the carved figures and those mythical beasts guarding the way. The main draw is the Vaiharn, the assembly hall. The open sides let the breeze flow through and the light just pours in. Look up, the ceiling's covered in these intricate murals and you'll spot the Chedi behind it gleaming with gold. Now, here's something cool. Check out the shadows cast by the temple buildings. See how they create patterns? That's intentional. Lanna architects were brilliant at using light and shadow in their designs. Don't miss the smaller chapels tucked away either. They have this intimate feel, some with old Buddha statues that have been seen for centuries. Makes you wonder how many prayers have been whispered in these rooms. Ancient Ruin 9, Mueang Sing Historical Park. If you want a true adventure, then listen up. Mueang Sing Historical Park is definitely off the beaten track, tucked away up north near the Laos border, but it's worth the journey. It was once a walled city, a powerhouse of the Lanna Kingdom way back in the 14th and 15th centuries. Now, think of crumbling ramparts covered in moss, temple ruins half hidden by greenery, and that feeling like you're discovering something forgotten. The heart of the park is Wat Sing. It's small but beautiful. Look for elephant carvings around the base and that classic, elegant Lanna-style roof. But you can also wander off the main path. There are smaller temples scattered throughout the old city. They might not be as perfectly restored, but that's part of the charm. The cool thing is, the whole area is surrounded by villages and rice fields. Modern life goes on right alongside these ancient ruins. You might see farmers working and kids playing. It's a real living history experience. The best way to explore Mueang Sing is by renting a bicycle. Take your time, follow the winding paths, and soak it all in. There's a small museum if you want to dive deeper into the history. Ancient Ruin 10, see Satchanalai Historical Park. If you're ready for something less crowded than Sukhothai, but with the same kind of old kingdom magic, then see Satchanalai is for you. It's another ancient capital, a sister city to Sukhothai, nestled in a valley up north. This place was thriving back in the 13th and 14th centuries, a major center of the Sukhothai kingdom. You won't find massive crowds, which I kinda love. It makes exploring feel like an adventure. Rent a bicycle to get around the park, follow the paths, and suddenly these incredible temple ruins emerge from the trees. The style is classic Sukhothai, with tall, slender prangs, graceful Buddha statues, and warm, weathered stone. Wat Chiang Man is the star here. See those elephants carved around the base? They look like they're holding the whole temple up. But don't stop there. Keep pedaling and find Wat Chedi Luang. It means Temple of 7 Rows, and it's got these unique rows of smaller chedis surrounding the main one. The setting at Satchanalai is half the magic. It's greener than Sukhothai, with more hills and forests. And in the distance, you'll see the Ramkhamhaeng National Park mountains. Late afternoon is the best time to visit. The light softens and the air cools a little, which makes the whole place even more beautiful. Satchanalai whispers of a lost era, yet it feels so alive. It's a place to slow down and reflect on the past. Ancient Ruin 11, Wat Umong. Nestled in the forest outside Chiang Mai, Wat Umong is filled with mossy tunnels and crumbling stupas. They built Wat Umong way back in the 13th century during the reign of King Man Grai. He wanted a place for monks to focus on meditation, so it's designed a little differently. It feels hidden, even a bit mysterious. The coolest thing about Wat Umong is the network of tunnels. You can wander through them, touch the old bricks, and imagine all the monks who walked the same path centuries ago. It's dimly lit and a bit damp, but that adds to the atmosphere. Look for the crumbling main chedi covered in moss and plants. It's not perfectly restored like some temples, but there's a raw beauty to it. You get a sense of how nature slowly reclaims things over time. Keep exploring and you'll find smaller meditation niches, Buddha statues tucked away, and even a pond with turtles. Wat Umong is a popular spot for locals to come and relax and escape the city bustle. You might see people practicing yoga, monks chanting, or families having picnics under the trees. It's a reminder that these ancient sites are still alive and relevant. Don't miss the little museum. It has some artifacts and old photos that help piece together the temple story. There's also a short nature trail up the hill if you want a view of the forest. Ancient Ruin 12, Wat Chedi Luang. Wat Chedi Luang is an iconic temple in Chiang Mai, is where you'll find echoes of ancient kingdoms and a powerful sense of the past. An earthquake centuries ago may have humbled this structure, but it still exudes an air of majesty. It's filled with intricate carvings, mythological figures, and enshrined Buddhas. Beyond its striking centerpiece, Wat Chedi Luang holds deeper significance. It houses a replica of the Emerald Buddha, one of Thailand's most sacred relics, and enshrines the city pillar, a symbol of Chiang Mai's spiritual heart. Time your visit for the late afternoon. As the sun dips low, the warm light casts a magical glow on those ancient stones. It's the perfect time to let the history of this place really sink in. Ancient Ruin 13, Wat Chiang Man. Wat Chiang Man has a special energy. It's one of the oldest temples in Chiang Mai, built right at the city's founding. In the late 1200s, King Mangrai had this vision of a new capital for his Lana kingdom, and Wat Chiang Man was one of the first things he built. It's not the biggest or flashiest temple, but that's part of its charm. It feels intimate, a place where history is tangible. You can imagine the king himself walking these grounds, praying for his new city to thrive. The main Chedi is the most striking feature, with beautiful elephant sculptures around the base. Those elephants seem to hold up the entire structure, and they're a cool reminder of how important elephants were to the Lana kingdom. Inside the Chedi is where you'll find the crystal Buddha, the temple's most precious treasure. It's small but powerful. People believe it has healing and protective energy. You'll often see locals making offerings and praying before it. Don't miss the Viharn, the main assembly hall. It's got these stunning murals depicting scenes from the Buddha's life and traditional Lana motifs. The colors are a bit faded, but that just adds to the sense of history that these images have been witnessed by countless people over centuries. The other famous statue here is the standing Buddha with the alms bowl. It's the oldest Buddha image in Chiang Mai, dating back to the 15th century. That simple, serene figure has seen the city rise, fall, and rise again. Wat Chiang Man is still a working temple. You might see monks chanting, novices sweeping the grounds, and people lighting incense. It's a place where faith and daily life intertwine. Ancient Ruin 14, Nakhon Si Thammarat. If you're looking to explore a side of Thailand most tourists miss, then Nakhon Si Thammarat should be on your radar. This southern province is steeped in history, a place where ancient empires flourished and left their mark. It's a bit less polished than Ayutthaya or Sukhothai, but with a raw sense of authenticity that I find fascinating. Start with the old city walls. They're built of this weathered red brick, and you can find sections scattered around the city center. You get a sense of how this was a fortified place, a regional power center long ago. The heart of Nakhon Si Thammarat is Wat Phra Mahatat. It's the most important temple in the whole province, with a history that stretches way back, even shrouded in a bit of mystery. The main attraction is the huge golden Chedi. It soars upwards, and the legend goes it contains a sacred relic of the Buddha himself. It's a place of deep devotion. You'll see pilgrims making offerings, the scent of incense in the air, and monks chanting. But here's the thing, no one really knows when this temple was first built. Some stories say 1,000 years ago, others even earlier. You get the sense that layers of history have built up here, empires rising and falling. The temple complex is sprawling. Explore the smaller chapels, admire the weathered Buddha statues, and check out the museum. They have these amazing shadow puppets and other artifacts that give you a glimpse of life here centuries ago. Thailand is a land of endless surprises. From grand palaces to jungle-covered temples, we've only scratched the surface on this journey through its ancient wonders. Think about all those empires, the rise, the fall, the stories whispered within these weathered stones. It fuels your imagination, doesn't it? Exploring these ruins makes you appreciate Thailand's deep roots. It connects you to the past and makes you think about how the Thailand we know today came to be. If these ruins have captured your heart, let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. Stay tuned, because we'll dive into more incredible hidden gems and untold stories of Thailand. And hey, if you loved exploring the ancient side of Thailand, you'll want to check out our video on Thailand's best hidden beaches. I'll link it here and in the description. See you in our next video.